Hi, and welcome back to the Unicorn Ventures Startup Acceleration process. We're now talking about the next step, which is the team process or the team building process. Go ahead and go to unicornventures.org and register. So we always start out with the table of contents to understand where we're at. We always start with the first slide being the startup acceleration process as well. And then we're going to be going into answering why do we do team building in the first place, the team building process, the founder, which is the first step, acquiring or being a founder, the technical co-founder, community manager AE, and then gig-based freelancers. So in terms of the startup acceleration process as a whole, we always begin with organizing or organization, vision, values, and virtues, market model, platform, evergreen content, content distribution, domain authority process, product market fit testing, list development and customer interviews, customer development, team, and financing. Today we're going to be talking about the team building process. So why do we build a team, and what are we doing when we're thinking along the lines of a team? Well, what we're trying to do is just like we build a minimum viable platform or a minimum viable product, we're going to be building a minimum viable team because this team is actually going to scale up with the startup as we see success and get more traction. And what we're really looking to do is match the capabilities of the team to the startup acceleration process as a whole to fill the gaps. And we're going to talk about what that means in just a second. So we have the project sponsor or the founder, the technical co-founder, the community manager or the AE, meaning account executive, and then gig-based freelancers in terms of the team building process. So in terms of the founder should be an expert in the startup acceleration process. If they are not already a technical co-founder, they should at least be an expert in being able to manage the entire process and work it from start to finish. And that's what we're doing in the startup acceleration process with Unicorn Ventures, is really teaching you how to do this. And then obviously it's always a bonus and preferable to be a technical co-founder, having those technical skills. And then on top of that, even more sweet is if there are some marketing skills there, which are going to be talked about with regard to the community manager and AE, like the list building, like customer interviews, like the customer development process. So in terms of a technical co-founder, when the founder themselves doesn't necessarily have the technical skills to build out a platform, we should be looking at capabilities to match the functionality phases of the startup. Obviously, at the beginning, we're starting out with a base level platform that's existing already with WordPress or something like that, and then being able to custom build plugins and being able to scale up the functionality with or scale up the capabilities to match the functionality of the startup as we get more and more custom through time. And so this is why we can begin at sometimes with outsourcing some development work to be able to just get our minimum viable product up and running. And then as we get more custom in terms of custom plugins or custom platform, we're ultimately bringing that in-house with either a technical co-founder or ourselves being able to do that process. So the next person who's involved in the team building process, this is if the project sponsor or the founder either doesn't have the time or doesn't have the capabilities to pursue community management and account executive skills, like list building, customer interviews, and customer development skills. So this is really, the two roles of an organization, as stated by Peter Drucker, are innovation and marketing. So this would fall under the category of marketing. So going out and actually interacting with customers, etc. So this is somebody who's going to be absolutely essential and really allow the founder to focus on more high-level stuff and free up their time to do so. And then something that's going to be essential, especially for very early stage startups, are going to be gig-based freelancers to fill the gaps and outsource the non-essentials. At least when we're getting started at the very, very day one, when we're looking to start out with a WordPress theme and some, a pre-built plugin, etc., we're going to be using gig-based freelancers to be able to get that up and running so that we have something to work off of, and then we can level up through time. So we're going to be talking about some of the different platforms to be able to reach gig-based freelancers and how to work in those those sort of capabilities within the organization. So this has talked about the team building process as a part of the broader startup acceleration process. Go ahead and go to unicornventures.org and register. We look forward to having a conversation with you. Thanks.